My name is Ed King. I draw cartoons. Well, I've been drawing cartoons since I was a little boy, and I just kept doing it, and then some people wanted it, and so I did stuff, and then the next thing I know, I was doing it all the time, and it was like a job. The hardest thing is the drawing. It's hard for me to sit down and draw the pictures. But then after I draw the pictures with some of the stuff that I brought today, I have to go talk to a lot of people about being part of a drawing. If I'm doing a poster like this is a fair poster that I did, and everybody who is on the poster pays to be on the poster. So I have to talk to them and convince them that it's a good idea to be on the poster. And then when it's all done, we print a whole bunch of posters, and everybody gets posters, and hopefully everybody's happy. And I can pay the rent. You can't be afraid to fail. You have to, once you decide to be in business, you have to look ahead and believe that you're going to be successful. And because when you start out in business, you don't know what's down the road. You don't know if there's going to be any more customers or if there's going to be no customers. So you have to believe that there's going to be a lot of customers and you're going to make a lot of money, and you have to have that in your mind, or else you'll be so afraid that you'll back off and you won't succeed in business. I usually work with a lot of, with these posters, I work with a lot of small businesses in town, like restaurants or automobile repair places, or any kind of place that you would see in a town. But I also, aside from this, I've done a lot of other type of artwork for newspapers, magazines, books, you name it. I've done a lot. I've been doing it for a long time. Yeah. I think the most important thing that they have to know is that I'm honest, and that if they give me something, they pay me to do a job, I'll do a good job, and they'll be happy with it. That's the most important thing that they should know about me. Everything else comes after that. Wow. It's pretty easy, actually. If you Google Ed King cartoons, there's a whole bunch of things that come up on the internet, and a lot of it has my phone number and my email address. And I just started a new website. It's chapelhillcartoonmap.com, and I'm still building that, and it starts to show what my artwork looks like. It has my phone number, my email address, and anything you'd want to know about me and more. For me, drawing has always been hard, like I said before. So the drawing is hard, but once it gets done and I look at it and I see that it's what I want it to be, it's very satisfying. And I like it when I can do a job that the customer, whether it's a publisher or another kind of business, when they're happy with it, that feels good to me. Probably about 20 posters, most of them this size, some a little bit smaller. But the one that I'm starting work on now, the Chapel Hill cartoon map, this is the first one that I've done in about 20 years. So it's really changed a lot, because the last time I did a poster, there wasn't really any internet. It was just starting. So now I can't just do a poster. I have to do a website and do email stuff and do social media. So in some ways it's actually more complicated than it was before. But I've done a lot of them, and I have a pretty good idea how they go. Sometimes at the beginning it looks like, usually I try to get about 100 people to advertise on one poster, and at the beginning it looks like that's going to be almost impossible. But after you get going for a while, it adds up, and before you know it, it gets up to be about, most of them are 100 or more. A few less than that, but that's what I try to do. I always say, when I'm finished with one of these posters, I know the town better than most of the people who live there, because I actually go door to door, knock on the door, introduce myself, tell them what I'm doing. Most of the people that I talk to don't participate. Only about maybe 25% of the people that I talk to want to participate. So there's a lot of no thank you, no, bad idea. So I just, okay, see you down the road, and go to the next guy, and eventually get enough people to make it work.
Thank you.